Welcome to the Captain of Tech. This is Ethan Kesters, and I'll be your captain for the day. We're going to start a new segment here on the Captain of Tech. I'll be doing Game Boy Advance Adventures, where I'll be reviewing Game Boy games mostly, and we'll be starting off here with a Game Boy Micro review. As you can see here, it just came in the mail a few days ago. I'm very excited about it. I think it's definitely the best way to play Game Boy games. As you can see here, it's very sleek, very stylish. Although it has a very small screen, in fact, the screen size, if you want something to compare it to, is smaller than a Game Boy game pack, which scared me when I heard another review say that. But the screen is so sharp and it's in such clarity that it doesn't really bother me at all. In fact, when I tried switching back to my old Game Boy, the screen seemed too large for me. So some pictures just passed by with the faceplate off, which may surprise you or may not. So I'll try and show some pictures here. There is different faceplates that you can buy for the Game Boy Micro, which is very nice because if you scratch up the screen or whatever, then you just pop a new faceplate on there, and the faceplate actually has a plastic screen covering. So if you scratch that, you can just buy a new one and pop it on. Alright, we're now going into some gameplay video here. So very crisp here, as you can see. You can actually put the video into 1080p HD if you really want to see how good it looks. Doesn't really matter. So here we go. We're going to play some Galaga. So everything's very crisp, as you can see. Nothing. It doesn't really matter how small the screen is. Also, my thumb is spazzing out because I'm playing the video at 2 times the actual speed, so I can fit in as many different games as possible. So I'll be showing you here Galaga. I'll be showing Mario and Pokemon Leaf Green version. So mostly on this device I've been playing Pokemon Leaf Green actually, and although Pokemon has a lot of text in it, it's easy to read, at least for me. Maybe if you had poor eyesight, you might want a larger screen, I guess. I don't think it would actually bother anyone though, because it's just so clear. I thought at first, it doesn't bother me, I could play for an hour, it would hurt my eyes. No, you can play for evers and evers, and it won't bother you. So here we go, we're switching into Mario here. It's a little bit more graphic intense here. You can see the colors really pop. I was playing on an original Game Boy Advance before, and I didn't even know that's what the colors looked like when I popped it in here. I was amazed. Yeah, so I really recommend this. The battery life, 9 hours is what it says. I think it might actually be more than that. I can play for 2-3 days without it even turning into red. Oh, speaking of which, the start and select buttons right on the bottom there, they're blue for I think about the top 10%. They're off for like 20 to 90% just to preserve battery life, and then turn red for the bottom 20%. You can see here I'm really booking on the bike there because it's fast. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, so I highly recommend this Game Boy Micro. I'll be in a later video. I'll be comparing the Game Boy Micro, the Game Boy SP, and the Game Boy Advance, which I think are the main contenders in just playing Game Boy Advance games. Might at some point compare it to the Game Boy Advance DS. Actually, I don't know if it's the Advance or not, but the Game Boy DS. And I don't know if I'll do that though, because that's really wasn't really designed just for Game Boy games, and it's a little bit awkward to play, I feel like, since it has the dual screens. But yeah, so look forward to that review. I may show the unboxing of this at some point. The unboxing doesn't really interest me for anything, so I don't know if that'll happen or not. Yeah, so I'll also be doing games, so look forward to a Pokemon review coming soon, which isn't very interesting to that many people, I realize. Then in the mail I have Castlevania coming. Let's see, I have what do I have? Alright, I just pulled up my eBay page here. I have Advance Wars 2 coming, which I'm very excited for. People say it's one of the best games for the Advance. I have Metroid Zero Mission coming, also very excited for that. Like I said before, Castlevania Area of Sorrow. And then I also have Zelda coming, the Four Swords edition, I believe. So look forward to those reviews, which should be coming in the next few weeks. I'll then eventually give my favorite, maybe top 10 list or something. Yeah, so this should be exciting. It's going to be fun for me. I'm going to be playing all these games, and then if you're interested, you should be able to get some informative reviews. Alright, that pretty much ends my Game Boy Micro review. I would like to go over the few disappointments I had with it though. Because this device was made in 2005, which is kind of amazing, looking how new it looks. People think it came out like a year ago, but it came out in 2005. The accessories available, I mentioned the faceplate earlier, which is really cool because you can just replace the screen basically. I can't find it new anywhere. I have found it used on eBay, but I'm not sure why you would want it used because you already have a used one. So I can't find that, which is kind of a big disappointment. I guess it doesn't really matter that much because it's kind of an extra feature, not something widely available. So I don't know. If someone can find the faceplates, please leave a comment down below because I want some. The other thing is that if you want to do multiplayer gaming, like trading Pokemon or I think Mario, you can play multiplayer too with it. This thing, it has a different port on the top, as you can see. So it used to, when it was first launched, it had an accessory that would allow you to change the port. You would plug a thing in here, it had on the other end, it had the normal plug, so you could connect a Game Boy Micro and a Game Boy Advance SP or a Game Boy Micro to a Game Boy Advance. But that is not sold anywhere either. There was also a wireless game thing where you plug in here and adapt it so that it was wireless like the DS is, and you could also get one for the Advance or the Advance SP, and then they could talk to each other. But that's not sold anywhere either. I've been kind of watching eBay to see if a used one pops up, but I haven't seen any. I have seen Game Boy Micro to Game Boy Micro plugs, so if you do know anyone that has a Game Boy Micro, I don't. It's kind of rare to see these because they sold really terribly because they came out in the same year as the DS, that's why. Then you could. I found those. They're about $5. But otherwise, yeah, so if you want to do the multiplayer gaming, I would not recommend this, but I don't know. I don't feel like that's really a big part of the Advance, so yeah, I'm not really bothered that much by it. Yeah, so I highly recommend this. The main part, I guess, is the screen, which is amazing. The colors really pop on it. If you want to see that I mentioned earlier, it's actually smaller than the game pack, so yeah, but again, it's just such an amazing screen that it does not matter. Sound quality is pretty crappy, but then again, so is the sound quality that comes within the games, so again, it doesn't really matter. You can plug headphones, it's a great thing. The SP had to get an adapter to plug headphones. This has your normal 3.5mm. I don't have any headphones around, but you can just pop your normal iPod headphones in here and it will work. This goes for about $90 on eBay. It's where I bought mine. It comes quickly, although it ships from Japan, I think, and it comes in a few days. You can buy them on eBay, but I actually found them going for more than $90 or $80. So you can also find them on Amazon for $80 on eBay. So that doesn't really make sense. You can buy them used maybe for a little bit cheaper, but the new ones were going for like $150. So I don't know what people were thinking there. Yeah, so highly recommended. In the next few weeks, I'll be putting out some reviews of games, so look forward to those. Again, I'll be doing the comparison video, so that will be coming too. Thank you for watching the Captain of Tech, and I will see you next time.